All right, we're back. Level 46. We just dealt with all that mess. All that mess. Andreja wants to talk with us. Walter wants to talk with us. We need to go deal with this Unity talking to Keeper Aquilas. Let me just show you what my plans are. So if we take a look at our abilities, we've spent a lot of time focusing a little bit on social there to get down to outpost management 4. Nothing in combat. A whole ton in science, although I want to get weapon engineering up. That's important because that goes along with our goal to get the combat skills up. Starship designs up to 4, so we can build nice ships. Well, we've got nothing in combat. We want to get stealth. We want to get all the way down to concealment. So let me just show you something here. Let me peel this off. And just want to set up to show you the plan. So here's the plan. Let me switch over to main screen recording. There we go. That should work. So here's the plan. This is what we currently have. We're at level 46, which means we have 48 skill points. My rule is if I don't have a spreadsheet, I'm not really playing a game. This is currently what we have. All this. Our plan for 60 is to get all these missing skills. So we want stealth to 4. We want ballistics to 2. We want pistol certification to 2. We want rifles to 2. Sniper we'll have to hold off on. That's a lower level skill. And the other thing we need to get up, I want to get weapon engineering up because we want to be able to mod our weapons. So I moved weapon engineering into the equation instead of just sniper certification. Because the good thing about weapon engineering, it doesn't matter which type of weapon you're using. It could be a laser weapon. It could be a energy weapon. Any kind of weapon. Getting weapon engineering up will increase your firepower no matter what weapon you're using. And that's why it's really, really important. There's some other skills that can really help depending on which weapons you're using. For example, if you have explosive weapons, you might want to get into demolitions. We're not going down that path. My bounty hunter is going down that path. So right away, we want to get into ballistics, pistol, and stealth, and weapon engineering. So that's our next 4 points. That's the next 4 levels. But we got to crank those levels out, right? So let's get to her. All right. So now that I showed you the plan, I actually was continuing to record and realized I was using the wrong scene setup in OBS, and there was no voice over from the game. There's no game sound. Since when I'm showing just the screen, I have the sounds turned off from my computing. Actually, always when I'm recording, so you don't get any messages coming in via WhatsApp or Discord or whatever. So here we are. So I showed you the plan. Let's talk with Andreja since she needs to talk.
I have something I wanted to say. But I confess I am afraid of how you will react.
Huh. So we're gonna go with all the answers I used in the recording, because my rule here is I don't like to go back and fix a decision. I've been arrested twice. I have ended up letting Sam die, which is not really what my plan was. I didn't want Sam to die. Cora hates me, as we saw in the previous episode. So we'll just go through with the answers that I'm pretty sure I made when I was doing this and the recording didn't work out. So here we go. Nothing would change my opinion of you.
I am reluctant to put that to the test. But it is necessary that we are honest with each other. I know that you said you prefer to be surrounded by others, unlike me. But Constellation means something to us both. And I must be honest about why. The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Varun.
Whoa.
My people. My family.
Sorry about hitting the mic there. It was cool because if I sit too long, she prompts me. It's really cool. So I'm going to go with what I said before. If that were coming from anyone else, I'd think that it was a joke.
I am not joking.
I know.
I was born in the great city of Dazra and raised with the teachings of Jinan Varun. I underwent the rite of Krejar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the great serpent and his inevitable return.
So this is really cool in light of the expansion that's coming out, which is going to have a rune focus. I'm glad we didn't get Andreja killed, because I want to see all this before the expansion comes out. All right. That actually sounds really impressive, Andreja.
Thank you. I doubt many would see it that way.
Well, I'm different.
There's a reason I am only just revealing this now. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Varun's space, speaking only of exploration. I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life.
So what you told me already. That makes you an undercover agent then.
That was the intent, yes. The reality is more complicated. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives.
Well, of course you did.
Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me.
Well, of course they were. They didn't trust you. Seems like a good call on their part.
I admit that stings a bit. But yes, I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. Sarah's a good person, too.
Yes, she is. I cannot imagine anyone else in her position doing the same. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given.
Sarah and Vlad?
But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that.
So they ordered you not to tell anyone else, I'm thinking? That seems weird. You're still just Andreja, as far as I'm concerned.
You have no idea what a relief that is. Thank you for trusting me.
So this is actually farther than I got through. I got about midway through that conversation when I realized my icon bar below the screen, my Linux icons, etc., were showing. I was like, what's going on? And then I know, whoops. Used the wrong scene recording. Well, I didn't use the wrong one. I forgot to switch it back. Okay. Well, thanks, Andreja. That's really cool. We probably need to check your gear. I wonder if we can move the furniture around a little bit. We can. I don't want to take things. Not really. What a mess. Where's Walter? Let's go see if we can find Walter. Activity. Speak with Walter. Let's see if we can find him. I would like to speak with Walter very much. Can we find Walter?
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of...
Maybe not. Where is everybody? We got any resources here? No. Alright, let's see if anybody's upstairs. Hey, Walter.
We can pay to fix the damages, but, well... some things are irreplaceable.
Wow. So, about that Sebastian Banks speech.
Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate. My soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since.
Wow. That was deep. Well, I was wondering if you had any more work for me.
I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon.
Well, I know you know well enough now.
There's no fooling you. Don't worry, this is a much lower stake opportunity. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested?
Yeah.
Love the enthusiasm. I knew there was a reason I picked you to help with this project. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done.
All right. Well, let's use this Starship Design answer. You must have known I dabble in ship design, huh? You got Starship Design 4, Walter.
I did not. Part of the problem is that my designers seem to be having trouble agreeing on a plan. I should mention that you're not there to make design decisions. You're there to get the project back on track and help guide them. So, ideally, you're not adding to the problem. Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
All right, and answer a call there. That was interesting. And there's the speech right there, right? Thanks, Walter. So, report on Constellation. Interesting. Oh, weird, the cocktail glass looks really strange. Okay. So, what's next? Let's go do... Let's go do this. Unity. Where do we gotta go? We gotta just go at the front door, I think. Alright. Oh, I need to change my sound settings. There we go. I couldn't hear what was going on. What a mess in the lodge, eh? And the entire town. So let's go, Andreja. Said it was just next door. Oh, climbing on the trees again. Let's go. Oh, it's an embassy, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Let's find out. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this plan to get into combat. Hope you like that. Well, we're having some discussions. What's up, Mateo? Mateo, Catherine, Marcus, Terrence, Andreas, Mr. Keeper.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
You did notice exactly what happened the last little bit. We need to talk about unity.
Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
While you're in front of all these people?
About this inside.
Yeah, exactly. See you guys. You're not allowed to hear this. Apparently. Thanks, Mateo. We didn't let those people hear all these details, right? Alright, let's go inside. Wow. Groovy digs. Everyone wears these hats, eh? Maybe I can get one.
It's something, isn't it?
Well, you're allowed to be part of this religion as one of your trades too, but I'm not. So, let's stay in character. We'll have a seat.
Oh, now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
I'll start with the discovery of these anomalies. The artifacts.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
All right, we know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path of discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Pilgrim. Let's hear this end. There must be more.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
I wonder if this has something to do with the expansion that's coming out. Sounds like the House of Enlightenment and Varun have the other parts then.
I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have.
So if you've already talked to them, why are you sending me?
Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth.
Good point. I'll talk to them.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
Okay.
Stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
All right, Mateo. All right. What's this thing on your desk? Interesting. Okay. Let's go, Andreja. Where are we going? I don't think we're going to Galbank. Where are we going? Bring up the map. We need to go and talk with the Varun prisoner. And also we need to go down to the well, right? Let's go down to the well first. House of Enlightenment. It's a picture with me and Sam. Miss him already. That hurts. Alright, let's go. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to go to the promenade. No, it's not where I was going. We want to go to the well.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
Again? Well,
Yes.
okay.
I need you to know how much it means that you came for me. There is no way to properly thank you or to repay you for what you have done. I quite literally owe you my life.
I couldn't save everyone. That's not what I'm going to say, though. You would have done the same.
As grateful as I am, it is hard to feel that my life does not come at too great a cost.
You deserve to live as much as anyone else, Andreja.
Thank you. I shall try to remember that.
Any member of Constellation would have done the
That
same.
may be. But you were the one to take action. So you deserve the praise.
So I
Losing Sam
wonder.
will be painful for us all. Especially Cora. But it was an impossible choice to make. And it would have been so much worse had you not acted.
So if I wanted to save Sam, Andreja would have died. They're gonna pay for what they've done to us.
I know you are grieving. We all are. But revenge should not be our primary
Yeah, but
motivation.
that was Sam.
Sam might well wish to be avenged, but he would not want us to risk all our lives for it. What he would want is for us to finish the mission. We will press on. We will continue our search, and we will learn what these Starborn are trying to keep from us.
Oh, that's what I mean. That's
Now
how they're
we
gonna pay.
truly know the stakes are too high to do anything else.
Yep. Wow. That's a bit of an insight. So it's like it was either Sam or Andreja, because that's the two that I've spent the most time with. Interesting. Hey, buddy.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need.
Indeed.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
Keeper Aquila sent me. I need to talk about the pilgrim.
We understand that you are busy, but this might be important. Anything you could tell us would be helpful.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first house
Sorry,
of enlightenment.
had to answer a
The
door.
founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
Maybe there's a message hidden in what he was saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Can you tell me anything else about Unity? What it means?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Well, yeah. All right, let's go talk to the Varun prisoner. Oh, haven't been in the well for a while. I was just thinking for a second there I needed to sell the contraband, but we already did that with Marcel. Excuse me, everybody. It's not far. Where are we going to? UC. Yep. Interesting. Here's my buddy. Any work? Yeah, we won't do that right now. Have we even been back in here?
Your file says you're a professor. Oh, I hated math. You didn't teach math, did you?
Actually, I did. Most of what I teach is computing science, but yeah, I've taught math before. Let's see, we have an issue, it looks like. We're malnourished and dehydrated. We need some food. Sorry, but you weren't my student. If you were, you would have enjoyed it. Hi. What are you doing?
Now that's where the real money's at.
You should go and get the donuts out there, guy. What do we got here? Prisoner cells.
Everything good? We're here to help.
I think there's something on the floor there. For Rune Scripture 1, permanently increases sneak bonus by an additional 1%, melee sneak by 5. That's gonna be good in our build. I need to go around and look for all those things. So let's talk, buddy. You're hard to talk to.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
Oh. Well, I'm here with Andreja. I know you talked to Keeper Keyless about the Riveran faith.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Few are willing to accept the truth, but at least he has reached out to you.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
I admire your conviction.
It is no greater than any who truly serve the Great Serpent.
The knowledge of the Great Serpent sweeps away all concern. There is only his inevitable return, and those he will spare. Nothing else. You wish to speak of the Keeper's Pilgrim, do you not? I will tell you of him, and then you will leave.
All right.
Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
I need to know the meaning of a word. Unity.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
All right, I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Something
right.
to report?
Well, let's go, Andreja. Well, that was actually good progress. We also got that magazine.
New Atlantis puts on a wonderful show of security, does it not?
Yes, it does. All right, let's go talk to the Keeper. could use fast travel. Let's take the subway. And that'll pretty much do it for this episode. I believe this is episode, 103 now? Should be, more or less. I think we're there. 104. This is 104. Will be as soon as I publish it. Should go out on Thursday, August 8th. I have some more travel, so I'm going to have to get up ahead on episodes again.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future.
Where are you, Keeper? My tail's gone, eh? Alright.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The enlightened story is the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
I spoke to the Rune Zealot. She said Jinan fought 4 times over 120 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
In your story, the Pilgrim contemplates infinitum addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dum. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum. That's the name of the star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
Something sacred out there, bringing everything together.
Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified?
Well, that's just natural force. Unity is something
It is one of the
greater.
great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the Pilgrim searched for?
Could it be that somehow natural forces like gravity are, a side effect or a function of something greater at work? Interesting.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Right. So that'll be it for this episode. And thanks for following the adventures of Professor Lars Gagner. Keep checking it out. We're publishing these every day. And we'll be publishing the episodes of Red Gagner, which is a modded playthrough, every Wednesday and Saturday. At least that's the plan for now. We'll see how that goes. And thanks for watching. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And let me know if I should do some playthroughs of anything else. This isn't just a Starfield channel. Never was. Never will be. But yeah, I like to play other games. And I picked up No Man's Sky. Thinking about getting into that a little bit, but haven't yet. Alright everyone, take care of yourselves, and if you can, take care of someone else as well.